Ethiopia's new refugee law grants asylum seekers access to key rights such as work permits, primary education and driver's licenses. The move comes after the UN General Assembly agreed to the Global Compact on Refugees last year. Many refugees are hopeful that the law, which was passed in January, will provide tangible benefits. Coletta Wanjohi reports from Addis Ababa.
In 2015, Bethlehem Tess Fashion, an Eritrean refugee, found a home in Ethiopia where her 5 sisters and 3 brothers had already sought asylum. They all fled from what she says was an environment with no opportunity. They decided to start designing and selling clothes. But they are forced to operate using the license of an Ethiopian citizen because refugees in Ethiopia are not allowed to have work permits.
We try to find some people and friends who can do the licensing or the legal passes, so that then we can work under their name. That's how we do it. That was the only choice.
That is, however, about to change, with Ethiopia's refugee agency confirming a new law will allow refugees to work and get employed on merit in all sectors.
Refugees can own work permit to get hired, fulfilling the requirements of vacancies by private sector, or in most cases private sector or companies and the like. They will have vacancies, they have requirements. If refugees fulfill that, and within the limits of the rights given for foreigners who legally reside in Ethiopia, refugees will have the most favorable treatment.
Refugees like Bethlehem are eagerly waiting for this new law to go into effect so they can fully own their businesses.
The many challenge that we faced is we have our products, but we don't have the copyright, or we cannot patent it. So even if we sell, we make some money, but other people make more money with our designs. So that is a good thing for us, and having it on our name is also a plus.
Ethiopia currently hosts over 900,000 refugees, primarily from neighboring South Sudan, Somalia, Sudan and Eritrea, as well as a smaller number of refugees from Yemen and Syria. Refugees with academic credentials will now be allowed to practice their profession in areas permitted to foreign nationals, excluding the military and defense forces. The UN Refugee Agency has praised the law as being progressive, but efforts are ongoing to convince some of the local population.
We are conducting sensitization programs, starting from the government organs, step by step, to all partners and to the grassroots level also. We have already started in the local media, radio, television, repeatedly doing this awareness creation program, so that will not be that much a challenge as such in this regard.
Protests in the Gambela region of the country and the capital Addis Ababa against the new law were dispersed by police before they happened. Close to 1 million refugees will benefit from this new move. The government says that specific entrepreneurial opportunities for refugees will be supported by special coordination between the government and the international community. For Bethlehem and her sisters, the idea of having their own label on their clothes has never been closer. Coletta Wanjohi, CGTN, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.